And finally, on to the last race. 480. Again, a very, very good race. I would imagine there'll be a little bit of interest in Magic Arrow in this, I would have thought. But who am I guessing? So, Matt, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll start off. This dog, he's 36 kilos, Magical Arrow. When he come out, he just galloped Queen Jessie J into the ground. I mean, she turned second and she couldn't catch him. So I think it was just, he just did everything wrong with the boxes last time and got in trouble in that heat. And Queen Jessie J also used flown and that was it. So I like to see this dog ping out. If Magical Arrow pings out, you know, 4 laps at yard of early for me. Hope's Bullet needs to lead to show his best, in my opinion. Lenton Whelan always shows his, you know, he's one of those. He's a concrete dog, Lenton Whelan. He's always thereabouts. But for me, I like to see Magical Arrow sort of lead up, and I think once it gets galloping on the outside, I think he'll stretch out, and yeah, that'd be the one for me.
I need to nail you down to some of this money, by the way. So, is any of you mythical £100 going on Magical Arrow?
Yeah, no, I've put them to one side, so I've got my 3 bets here for you.
Okay,
so
what have you got?
I've got Velvet Juliet, £30 win.
Yeah.
I've got Corner Valley Banny as score, so that's good. And then I'm going to have a 50 on Magical Arrow, and that's me.
Okay.
I don't like to bet my own dogs.
No, it's interesting asking trainers about their own dogs, because some sort of deliberately don't want to pick them, and others pick them out of loyalty, even when they don't fancy them. So it's so Mark.
I go with Magical Arrow. Magical Arrow was one of my favourite dogs. Really fantastic animal, great owners, and I'd love him to be a hugely successful sire. So it's great to see progeny like the quality of Magical Arrow. He was hugely impressive when he won at 6-1 against Queen Jessie J, and he has got electric acceleration. I think he's going to get a clear run to the bend. If he gets a decent start, he'll be away and gone.
Lovely. And Charlie, have you still got any money to spend?
Yeah, I've had £20 of Magical Arrow.
Excellent.
I think, yeah, Lenson Whelans, he's been a real good dog. He gets into the final of everything. He always keeps qualifying, and he's probably got a great draw on the inside. But I think if Magical Arrow repeats that 27.95 run, it would take a very, very good dog to even go close, I think. So I'm with the 5.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's going to be quite short on the night, that dog. He looks quality, doesn't he? You could imagine deep down Kevin, who's kind of fairly quiet about his in his views. You can imagine that he probably quite fancies that looking at Toaster later in the year. But fingers crossed. I hope so. Lovely man. Gentlemen, it has been fantastic. This is our first attempt at this, and I know that this has worked. I'm very, very happy with what we've done. I really appreciate all your input. But you've obviously all done your homework and considered your opinions, and I think it's going to make for a really good asset to the website, for which I really do thank you. So thank you very much. Fingers crossed for Saturday. And
thanks, Floyd.
Thanks, Floyd. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.